Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years.
What's up guys, I'm Andy from 1A Auto. Today I'm going to show you how to install these front brakes on this 2016 Ram 1500. If you need these parts or other parts for your vehicle, click the link in the description and head over to 1aauto.com. We're going to loosen up these lug nuts. We're going to use a 7/8 socket and a breaker bar. You can also use a 22mm socket. Loosen these up. I'm going to raise and support the vehicle. We're using a 2-post lift. If you're doing this at your house, you can use a jack and jack stands. Now we're going to take these lug nuts off. Just use the socket. Take the lug nuts off. Grab the tire, pull it down. We're going to loosen up these two 13mm bolts. I'm going to use a 13mm socket and a ratchet. And right now the caliper slide is spinning. So I'm going to use a pair of pliers on here to hold the slide while I loosen up the bolt. Once it's pretty loose, you can do it by hand. Take those out. I'm going to take a straight blade screwdriver, get in between the rotor and the caliper, just pry back a little bit, slide the caliper out. That's just going to compress the piston a little bit. And I'm going to take this brake caliper hanger. We actually sell these at 1aauto.com. Slide it into this hole here. And we can slide it on the coil spring. It's going to hold it. It's going to take the pressure off the brake hose. Slide it like that. We're going to take a straight blade screwdriver, take these pads off, just get in between the pad and the rotor, pry it out. These are on there pretty good. Frozen a little bit. Slide those out. Slide this one out as well. Just like that. Do the same for the outside. I'm going to take a 21mm socket and a breaker bar. I'm going to loosen up these two bolts for the caliper bracket. Loosen up the top one. Once those are loose, I can switch to a ratchet. Take that bolt out. This is loose enough. Do it by hand. Support the bracket with your other hand. Pull the bolt out and slide the bracket right off the rotor. We're going to take this little retainer off. They only use this to hold the rotor on at the factory. It's not required, so we're just going to take it off. We'll cut it off and throw it out. I'll use some side cutters. Just grab it right here. Pry it out a little bit. Once you break it, it's pretty easy to get it off. Slide it out. Now to get the rotor off, we're gonna use a hammer. We're just gonna hit in these locations, being careful not to hit the studs. There we go. Grab the rotor, slide it off. Here's our old brakes. Here's our new brakes from 1aauto.com. You look at the pads. Pads are the same shape. They have the same ears. Same pad design on the backside. Both the same. If you look at the rotors, rotors are the same height. They have the same bolt pattern. Same fins in the middle to cool. Backside the same. Get yours at 1aauto.com and you'll be ready to rock and roll. You're gonna clean up this caliper bracket. Just take a wire brush, just clean up in this area right here. Just like that. Get some of the rust out, corrosion. Looks good like that. And we're gonna do the same for the other side. Then we're gonna take the slide pin out. Just grab the rubber grommet right there. Slide it out. Take a little bit of brake parts cleaner. Spray it on here. Use a rag. Wipe it off. Clean that up good. Take a little brake parts cleaner. Spray it down the hole where the pin goes. Take the rag. Clean some of that up. Drain it out. Take some brake caliper grease, put it on the slide pin, just like that. Reinstall the pin. Make sure you get the rubber grommet to slide into position, just like that, and we'll do the same for the other side. We're going to clean up these pad clips. I'll just take a wire brush, just clean these up a little bit, because we're going to reuse them. So that's cleaned up. Take this, just slide it off, just wiggle it back and forth. We're going to take the new pad, just get it in position, just slide it on just like that. And we'll do the same for the other ones. I'm going to take a wire brush. We're going to clean this hub up before we install the rotor. Clean some of the rust off. Just like that. All right, that looks pretty good. I'll take the new rotor. We're going to put it on backwards first. Take some brake parts cleaner and clean off the backside of the rotor. There is a protective coating on it, so we want to wipe that off. And we'll flip it around. Do the same on this side. Spray some brake clean, wipe it off. To make this easier to install, I'm just going to take a lug nut, just put this on temporarily so it's easier to install the brakes. I'm going to take the brake caliper bracket, line this back up over the rotor, and then take the caliper bolts. There is some thread locker on these bolts. You can apply new thread locker if you would like. Get those started. And I'll take a 21mm socket and ratchet, and I'll snug these bolts up. going to take a 21mm socket and a torque wrench. I'm going to torque these bolts to 130 foot-pounds. Now we're going to take some brake caliper grease. We'll just put it on the brake pad clips right here. We'll do it on the other side as well. And also on the back of the pads, we'll just put a little bit on the back of the pads, just like that. We'll install this one on the outside. Be careful not to get grease on the pad material itself. And then we'll do the same with the other one. We're going to take the brake caliper, take the hanger off, slide that out of there, flip the caliper over, take one of the old brake pads, slide this into position. Now we have this brake caliper compressor tool. We sell this at oneauto.com. This is only a single piston tool. We have 2 pistons here. It will still work. We're just gonna have to go back and forth with it. Just get this started. We're just gonna compress this slowly. As we're compressing this piston, the piston's moving into the caliper. It's pushing brake fluid through the hose, through the lines, back up into the master cylinder and back into the reservoir. It's a good idea to check your reservoir after you're done your brake job and adjust the fluid level accordingly. Just go back and forth, loosen it up, go back to this side. So those pistons are completely compressed. Make sure the rubber seals or the dust seals are not in the way, they're in there properly. You can make sure the hose is not twisted. Line this back up on the caliper bracket. Take the bolts that hold this on, get this started. Get the lower one started. Next I'm going to use a 13mm socket and a torque wrench. I'm going to tighten down these bolts to 31 foot-pounds. I am going to use a pair of pliers to keep the caliper bolt from spinning, caliper slide from spinning. Do the same for the top one. That's good. I'm going to take this lug nut off. Install the tire and wheel. Slide that in position and take the lug nuts, install them. Just take the socket, just make sure these are all snug. I'm going to lower the vehicle and torque them. Now I'm going to take a 7/8 socket or a 22mm socket and a torque wrench. I'm going to torque these to 130 foot-pounds. I'm going to tighten these down in a star pattern. That'll make sure the wheel gets tightened down evenly. I'll just go around again, make sure they're all tight. Are good. After we do a brake job, we want to make sure that we get back in the truck and we pump the brake pedal, because there's going to be an air gap between the caliper piston and the brake pads. So just pump it slowly. Once you feel that the pedal is hard, then you're good to go. After we're done, we want to make sure and check the brake fluid level. The level right now is at the max line. There's a max line here, min line there. You're going to want to adjust this level accordingly. If you have to add fluid, just take the cap off, add fluid. If you have to suck some out, just get it in between those two marks, preferably near the max line.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at oneauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.